Why do you want to be in pay-per-call? I want to get some feedback from you guys. Okay, of all the different services that you could sell, right? Of all the different offerings that you could sell, from SEO to PPC to social media to retargeting to pay-per-click to reviews, right? There is a lot of options for things that you could sell. Okay, so as an agency, as an entrepreneur, right, why are you interested in pay-per-call? Why do you want to be in pay-per-call? I'm curious to hear your guys' take on it. I have my reasons, right? After being in the industry since 2008, 2009, I guess. So roughly 10 years, right? But I'm sure that I have a little bit of a different perspective than you. Okay, so easier to explain to a prospect. Okay, I like that one, Scott. Hey, Scott Meadows, good to see you, bros. Okay, faster results, quantifiable results. Yeah. Okay, so obviously it can get hard sometimes getting trapped in lingo and all the different vernacular that we use as marketers each and every day. And when people don't understand that, AKA our prospects and our customers, right, that can be very difficult. It can be much of a learning curve, or a lot of a learning curve. All right, as Frankie says, because I'm in the towing niche and pay-per-call is ideal in my niche. Okay, so for you, it's more about you have figured out a niche, you got the traffic, now it's what's the best offer for the traffic. That's interesting. All right. All right, here we go. Duplicatable if in a single niche. Right, so once you do the work once, right, it's somewhat easy to be able to pick it up, right, and move it to another city, another city, another city, another city, right? So easier to scale, okay? Feels good to give a contractor a good lead that makes them money. Definitely agree with that. Very easy to set up. Yep. Because it's the easiest to sell. Okay. Pay-per-call customers, pay-per-call gets customers coming in very quickly. It's what everybody wants, results, it's a win-win. What's up, what's up? Good to see you, Jeff. I got 2 clients in the towing niche, very quickly, fast results. We can provide immediate results versus waiting, low risk for the clients, all right. All right, great. All right, here we go. I'm surprised it took this long to get to. All right, owning the lead gen properties, right? So basically owning assets. Okay, so at the end of the day, for me, I thought this would have came a lot earlier in the conversation. And this is why I wanted to kind of talk through a lot of these points with you guys, because my opinions may be a little different than you guys. Just being in the industry so long, and also just my point of view versus yours, right, can be different. So at the end of the day, one of the biggest reasons that I got into pay-per-call was owning assets. And for me, it's just the simple idea that once I get something set up, I can replicate it over and over and over. Okay, so that's the first thing. But the second thing is that if a client left me, let's say that I was working in the roofing niche and in Jacksonville. If I was getting leads in Jacksonville for roofing, right, and a client left me, I didn't have to go get a client from scratch and then start doing fulfillment from scratch again, right? And that's what would happen with PPC or SEO, right? Instead, I just go find a new client and I say, look at what I'm doing. This is what I was doing for XYZ, right? And I sell them the existing lead volume and lead flow that I already have built, right? And because of that, I'm not starting from scratch again. Okay, good stuff. Easy to show ROI. Seems more ethical. Don't have to babysit quite so much. Okay, so Aaron says, my biggest obstacle is getting the most money per lead. We are going to crush that today, Aaron. All right, great. So we're going to keep layering on here. So I try to take all the questions that I thought that you guys would have when I was planning out this webinar, and I try to put them in a logical sequence where we're kind of going through some basics, right? And we keep stacking and stacking and stacking, right?